Diana Ross, the legendary voice behind Motown's golden era, recently opened up at age 81, finally shedding light on the deeply personal and emotional connection she shared with Michael Jackson. Her reflections, long guarded for decades, reveal not only the story of two musical icons but a relationship rooted in mutual understanding, pain, and unconditional love. Before diving into this long-awaited revelation, it's important to understand Ross's extraordinary life and how it interwove so naturally with Michael's. Born Diane Ernestine Earl Ross on March 26, 1944, in Detroit, Michigan, Diana Ross defied the odds of growing up in public housing to become a global symbol of musical excellence and grace. She rose to fame in the 1960s as the lead vocalist of the Supremes, the crown jewel of Motown Records and one of the most successful girl groups of all time. With timeless hits like Baby Love, You Can't Hurry Love, and Stop. In the name of love, Ross quickly became the face of a new era in music. Her star quality caught the eye of Motown founder Berry Gordy, and under his direction, she eventually launched a stellar solo career in 1970, kicking it off with Ain't No Mountain High Enough, a chart-topping success that showcased her ability to command any genre she touched. Ross's transition into film was equally triumphant. Her portrayal of Billie Holiday in Lady Sings the Blues earned her an Oscar nomination, a rare achievement for a singer-turned-actress. She went on to shine in Mahogany and The Wiz, the latter opposite a young Michael Jackson. It was during this film that their relationship, already forged in music, became something more profound. Ross became a maternal figure to Michael, mentoring him during his early years at Motown and providing a level of emotional support he desperately needed. In a heartfelt interview, Ross finally offered the world a glimpse into her true bond with Jackson. She recalled first meeting him when he was only 9 years old, a gifted, wide-eyed child who immediately struck her as extraordinary. What stood out wasn't just his immense talent, but the emotional maturity and vulnerability he carried. Ross admitted she saw a reflection of herself in Michael, a young performer molded by fame, struggling to navigate a world that demanded constant perfection. Behind the lights and applause, they shared long, private conversations about loneliness and identity, offering each other a rare and lasting sense of solace. Even as Michael's fame skyrocketed in the 1980s, their bond never frayed. Diana recalled receiving late-night calls from him, when he would whisper his fears and ask if he was still loved, not as the world's biggest pop star but simply as Michael. With emotion in her voice, Ross said, "He never stopped being that little boy who just wanted someone to hold his hand." She spoke with both pride and sorrow about his artistic brilliance, his groundbreaking contributions to music, and the enormous pain he carried in silence. "He wasn't broken," she said. "He was beautiful, just burdened." But Ross's life was not defined only by her career. Her journey through love and family was equally rich and, at times, complicated. During the height of her early fame, she was in a deep relationship with Berry Gordy, and in 1971 she gave birth to their daughter Rhonda. The time, however, Ross married music executive Robert Ellis Silberstein, who lovingly raised Rhonda as his own. The truth about Rhonda's biological father was kept from her until she was 13. Despite the complexities, the situation reflected Ross's desire to provide a stable, loving home for her children. Her marriage to Silberstein produced 2 more daughters, Tracy Ellis Ross, now a celebrated actress, and Chudney, who found her own path in education and children's literature. After their divorce in 1977, Ross eventually married Norwegian shipping magnate Arne Næss Jr. in 1986. Together they had 2 sons, Ross and Evan. Evan followed in his mother's footsteps into music and acting, while Ross chose a quieter path. Although Ross and Næss divorced in 2000, she described him as the love of her life. His untimely death in a 2004 climbing accident left a deep void in the family, but Ross remained close to his children from a previous relationship, keeping their blended family intact. In 2023, Smokey Robinson revealed he had once shared a brief romantic relationship with Diana Ross during the early days of Motown, a revelation that stirred headlines but did little to alter Ross's silence, as her representative declined to comment. It was just another chapter in a life marked by complex relationships, always handled with quiet dignity. Even in her 8th decade, Diana Ross remains an unstoppable force. She continues to tour, record music, and make grand public appearances. Her 2021 album Thank You was a tribute to her fans and a testament to her enduring passion. And in May 2025, Ross made a dazzling entrance at the Met Gala, encouraged by her son Evan. Wearing a breathtaking gown with an 18-foot train embroidered with the names of her children and grandchildren, she turned the red carpet into a runway of legacy, family, and love. That night, she didn't just embody glamour, she honored her role as a mother, grandmother, and matriarch. Ross's appearances at the 2025 Grammy Awards and the Brit Awards earlier that year reminded the world that her contributions to music and culture are far from finished. Her standing ovations proved that while the industry evolves, legends like Diana Ross never fade, they only deepen in resonance. In sharing her long-held truths about Michael Jackson, Diana Ross offered more than just a revelation. She gave us a window into the soul of a man too often seen only as a spectacle. "He wasn't a ghost or a headline," she said. "He was Michael. He was love. And he was mine in a way that can't be explained." In those words, Diana Ross left behind a legacy not just of music and elegance but of love, humanity, and truth.